Hey, this is Laci, your Las Vegas gal, back here once again with my awesome friend Amber Coleman from Guild Mortgage.
It's always good to be here.
Love it when you come.
Love it to be here.
We're doing, once again, I'm here with my allergies, so forgive me. I'll be wiping my nose the whole time that we're during this live stream. But we're here to, of course, you can ask us anything. We're here to answer all your questions about living in Las Vegas, moving to Vegas, really just about anything you want to know about. Sorry, but because I have this amazing lending expert here,
might as well ask me those questions.
Yeah, too. I just want to kind of make sure that you guys are aware that we can talk about real estate as well. So forgive my sniffles. I'm not sick. It's not COVID. This is my life with
allergies.
It's bad. It's a little bit dreary outside today, which is making it a little bit more damp.
Some rain.
I know.
There's some rain coming?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I think there's been sprinkles. So,
yay.
So just a quick heads up, we are doing yet another awesome event, but this time it's going to be focused on people who want to move to Las Vegas. So I'm going to actually put this in the comments right now. You guys can, if you're interested in meeting us in person, Amber and I will be available July 16th at 11 a.m. Special event happening. We're really excited about it, where we're going to talk to you about relocating to Las Vegas, what is available, what that looks like, what the process is, and what that means when it comes to buying a house. So,
and honestly, we're so excited to meet you.
Yeah.
You always seem to bring out a good crowd.
I do. We do love
and then everybody connects too.
Yes.
So it's always fun to see everybody connecting at them and just building the community in Las Vegas.
I love it. Yeah. So Amber and I have our first event that's happening since COVID really kicked off tomorrow night. First time home buyer event. So if you're live, local, if you live here already and you want to come and see us, please let us know. There's we have been promoting that a lot online. Just comment below or send us an email at the information that's in our description. But right now, this one, we're going to be promoting the next one, which is next month, relocation. So if you're thinking about coming to Vegas for the summer, want to pop into town for a couple days, that might be a good weekend to do it.
We're giving you a really good excuse to come on and visit, right?
I know you want to move to Vegas, my friend, so this is the time to do it. So we'll be available in July, and then we'll probably do one in August and September. So we're going to do these every month. Sometimes it's going to be geared towards first-time home buyers. Sometimes it'll be geared towards relocation. Sometimes it'll be, who knows? It's just going to be whatever your little heart desires is what we're going to do, right?
Yep, so tell us what you desire.
Yes. So I'll give a quick update while we're looking and waiting for questions. Please drop your questions below. This is an Ask Me Anything. So let us know what you want to know about, how awesomely hot we are and how we got this way, how awesomely gross the weather is today. What do I take for my allergies? What's like to live in Vegas? What's the rates going? Who knows? We're here to answer all those questions. But yes, definitely let us know in those comments. But I did want to give a quick update, just kind of what we're seeing in the market when it comes to buyers. And just the competition out there. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
So from a real estate agent perspective, we have two sides of the spectrum here. Amber's team works with our team very closely to help make sure that your lending process is a tight run ship, and that all the things that need to get done to make sure that goes through successfully is done on your behalf alongside her team. Our team is really holding your hand out in the field, walking you through the houses, making sure you know the areas of town you might want to live in, helping you become educated on lifestyle in Vegas and how you can really make your life become what you want it to be here in our beautiful neon hometown. And over the last year, we've talked about it a lot. If you've listened to any of our updates up to this point, we've talked about how crazy it's been, right?
We've used that word a lot. I've noticed that.
We don't like that word, but we have used it because it's definitely appropriate.
It was the only word to think of at the time.
Yeah. But really, we saw a lot of you, many of you who might be watching us right now, lean into the idea of moving to Vegas, get super stoked, go through the initial steps of contacting us and starting that conversation, and then pull back because, the news, media, the national news, all the things around us kind of started to say something a little bit negative. Competition got pretty stiff. People who were putting offers on homes were having to bid against cash buyer. It just became very, very unreasonable in terms of how we like the market to feel. Good news for you, things have calmed down. We're not in a crash. It's not going to crash. So if you're sitting there watching this saying, that's fine, I'm going to sit there, I'm just going to wait until it crashes, I'm going to wait until the prices come back down. That's not happening. There's been nothing but report after report after report that has indicated that we are going to see an upswing or a stabilization in the prices. We're going to see increasing year over year.
And it's about time. We need a stabilization.
Right? So right now we're doing this to come back to normal. More homes are hitting the market, making it easier for you to find a home that you might want to buy. And then, of course, less buyers are on the market because rates and things are just kind of fluctuating all over the place. And people who were just in it because it was like free money are getting out. Now it's sort of a normal market, right?
we're getting there, right?
Not there yet, but we're almost there.
Usually in a normal market, what I'm seeing is like people still getting closing costs and stuff from the seller. We haven't gotten there yet.
Not there yet.
But we're getting there, which is super exciting.
And we're not finding a deal on a home. Let's just be real clear about that. The deal on the home is that you got the home.
And in a normal market, that's where you can get sometimes if there's like problems with the house or whatever, you can go for that deal, right? So we haven't gotten there yet, but we're getting there.
Yes. So, but I'm super excited that, we're doing this relocation event, especially at the timing that we've chosen to do it. Next month, again, if you're just tuning in, we're doing a relocation event in person here in Vegas. We pinned it in the comments below as well as the description. Please click the link. Please join us July 16th here in Las Vegas. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have all kinds of information. And you have us.
Yes, and we're super excited to meet you.
Yeah. So drop your questions for us in the comment box while we're chatting. But I just wanted to say, I think it's a great news that we planned that relocation event when we did, because at the end of the day,
like the stars have aligned.
It has absolutely aligned.
Right when the market's there, ready for it, because it was so hard if you're moving from somewhere else before, just moving, like working out the move, the job, everything in Las Vegas. And all of the fighting offers, it was almost disheartening to so many people. Yeah. But now we're getting back into a market that, there's not as many people on the market, even though a lot of people are still fighting some offers depending on the price of the house.
Depending on the price point, right? If you're looking at 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, there's still a little competition there, but it is nowhere near what it was even just a month ago. So the good news for you is, we're here. We want to meet you. Again, if you're not moving here now or 10 years, for 5 years, whatever that looks like, 10 years from now, we still want you to come by, come meet us, because starting that process now gives you a chance to really kind of have your ducks in a row so that if something shifts, you can jump while it's a good thing. So how are you feeling about, what's going on in the lending world? I know every day is an emotional roller coaster for you and your team as rates go up and rates go down, or rates go this way, and, nobody knows what's up from down. Are you still feeling confident that we're shifting as far as the market goes?
Shifting in a
good place, like a normal place.
Yeah, we're shifting in a normal place, and that's what they're trying to do. So just the feds are, like last week it all went crazy, right? Because the Fed spoke and they said they're raising the basis points. We talked about that, and that doesn't affect our rates, but the perception of it affects our rates. So what the stock market and mostly the bond market does, which kind of work hand in hand, that affects our interest rates. So
perception is not reality. I think that's important to say. Right? Be very careful with who you're really ingesting and listening to as far as what's really going on. We're on the ground every day.
Yeah, for sure. So before we had an overabundance, way more buyers than they had houses, right? So by doing that, they're trying to bring it down to an even level. Yeah. And they've said multiple times they're trying to balance act, to try to cause everything. And I don't know if they can do it. We'll see.
But with Las Vegas, I don't know that it'll even be affected as much as it would be maybe across the nation, which is just another conversation we have to have when that happens.
Because Las Vegas is such a unique place in that people want to move here especially if you're working from home or you have options now, you want to move here for entertainment. You want to move here for no state taxes. Yeah. The property taxes are a lot lower than what you're probably used to being other places. I mean, most states that they are lower in. So there's a big benefit that you give to moving in Vegas. So here we're not really you're still seeing the market move. It's just not going like this, which is awesome because with that kid, it's not sustainable for it to go crazy like that anymore. But I think in Las Vegas, you're in a completely different market. And honestly, over the years, Vegas has always rolled differently.
We've always been different. Yeah. So this is an ongoing thing. We've said for the last 5 years of work, 4 or 5 years, whatever we've worked together, it's like, we know that if the news media from a national perspective is saying X, we have to figure out how to communicate Y, because Y is the true answer for Las Vegas, right? Yeah. So So thank you. Yeah. So we're both here just from a real estate perspective. That's your update. There you go. It's looking good. New York accent it's looking good, people. It's looking good enough for you to come visit us on July 16th at 11 a.m. Free event. We're here to hang out with you, have a good time. Free goodies, free giveaways, but more so than ever, good info, free info for you to learn about what it might be like to have your awesome, life waking up in Las Vegas on a day like this gloomy day where you get allergy issues like me. Okay, let's go.
Gloomy day in Vegas is usually a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. All right, let's check and see. We got JF says hello. Mike Bro says hello from New Jersey. Hello. William Green says we love you girls. We love you too, William. Michael Banksel says, is a pool necessary? Good question. What are your thoughts?
I mean, in my world, yes.
Yeah. This is a water baby over here. Yes.
So it depends on who you are. some people don't like the pools because they don't like the maintenance
and the cost.
and the cost of it, and so they'd rather buy in a community that has a pool or something like that, or do different things like that. In my world, it's necessary for me.
Depends on your lifestyle. I would say pool is not necessary for me because we have dozens of opportunities along the strip that you can go and take advantage of, which is kind of a fun scene.
You're so good about going to all the different casinos and
stuff. Where do you think this little tan is from? Excuse me. But then also the local casinos. I mean, right now I just heard yesterday that the Palms is actually allowing locals in for free to their new pool or to their pool soap for the summer. Monday through Thursdays. Yeah. So
how busy that pool is.
Oh, I don't know. It's going to get busier now that I just made that announcement, right? And also local casinos allow you to go and check those out as well. Community centers. So there's enough pools in Vegas for you to not actually have to have yours. But great question, Michael. JF said, can we talk about setting the realistic time frame for as a new buyer from putting in an offer, getting it accepted, and closing and moving in? Yeah. All right, let's talk about it. Let's pretend you reached out to us today. For the moment that you got in conversation with us today, how long would you say it takes to get pre-approved and things like that? Typically, if you do everything she says.
So to fill out the application, you can do that within like 15 minutes. We can get back to you within 24 hours. And then after that, it's uploading the documents. We go through all the numbers and send it off to Laci's team as far as the pre-approval to get you started looking at it. So you can be set up in a couple days.
As long as you follow through with your part,
As long as you're on it. Yeah, like if it takes you a while to get stuff back. If there's anything weird on your file, that we have to check into, then it might take a little bit longer. But if it's pretty cut and dry, then we can get you set up in a couple days.
That's awesome.
And then finding a house.
That's our side of it, right? So you match up with our team, we get started, we start setting you up with a drip campaign so we can, or you've probably looked on Zillow and you found the one that you wanted, right? We know everybody does that too, whatever that looks like. We have that conversation that can take a day or so. While this is happening, that can happen simultaneously. But let's say you found the house of your dreams, you went and walked through it, you looked at it tomorrow, you want to put in an offer, boom, tomorrow. Offer throughout a weekend, you're going to likely have to wait until Monday or Sunday night to find out if you are approved for the offer. So that's one thing to keep in mind from a timing perspective. But let's pretend today's the day you just heard, I got the house, I'm in, yay, I won it, woo, that's what I want, I got a deal, a deal with quotes. And once you get into contract, usually you're looking at about 30 days before you're going to actually have those keys handed to you. Every now and then it'll be a little bit longer or a little bit shorter depending on timelines with appraisals and things like that. But typically from the time you are accepted with the home to moving in is about 30 to 35 days. What do you think?
Yeah, I know. I think that's a perfect time frame.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's some houses that we've just recently had that have even closed quicker than that because the sellers really needed to move out. And the borrower was so amazing and was on top of his paperwork and stuff like that. So but I think 35 days is a good time.
And from starting to look to getting into contract, I would say 60 to 90 days, just to give yourself time to really make sure you're finding the right house and putting in the offers you want and making sure you're going through that process. With new homes, new homes are going to start hitting the market again. We're going to have opportunity with new homes again pretty soon once supply chain starts to catch up and things like that. So those are going to be closer to 9 to 12 months. I used to say 4 to 6 months. It's so weird for me to say 9 to 12 months as a short timeline, but we'll keep you updated on the new home build timelines as we start to see those adjust with what's going on with the market and also with the supply chain. But great question. Thank you. Miss Anoni says, hi, Laci and Amber. I'm so excited. I'm here for this AMA since I missed the last one. We're excited you're here too, babe. Thank you. Robin Ball says, hi, ladies. Do you happen to know how the job market is? And if you're not in the hospitality industry, sorry, there's a glare. That's the only thing holding me back from making the move. Have you heard about the job industry outside of hospitality?
I haven't heard the job industry being hard right now because of the growth in Las Vegas. But I guess it just depends on what you're looking for. If it's something super specific or something like that. But
I've seen no issue, honestly, on both sides, hospitality and outside of hospitality. So we'd probably need a little bit more information. So best advice for you would be just obviously start searching for the jobs that you really want and that you need and are looking for. And also look at industries that might have utilize the same skill set, but not the same job title. A lot of times job titles out here are a little bit different than other states, I've noticed, just from the gaming industry, especially. It's kind of strange. Like, social media coordinator might be a creative asset creator or something. You know what I mean? There's just like weird job titles, but get online and start looking, baby. I want you to move here. Don't let that hold you back. Hello.
There's a will, there's a way.
There better be a will. We asked non-real estate, has Vegas ask anything you want. You can ask me what shampoo I use. You can ask her, how awesomely white her teeth are. You can ask us anything about Vegas. So please drop your questions in there if you have anything about non-real estate as well. FM Exter says, are you girls going to live stream outside of work, like live cooking stream or review of something, anything? Good question. Yes is the answer. I may or may not have Miss Amber with me during those. We've done some live eating events that have been super fun. And
what's on your calendar though?
I don't have anything on the calendar this month. July, on the other hand, I've got some live stream opportunities. Like, I don't know, July 4th, there might be some live streaming happening. So keep an eye out. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I've got a pretty unique view of the strip from where I live. So I'm going to be utilizing that to my to my advantage, I guess, if you will. So I definitely, July 4th, keep an eye out for a live stream from me that day. And I am starting to try to do more live streams. Honestly, what happens is we fully intending to do like cocktails and questions on Thursdays and things like that. But then life happens. I'm a single mom. I got 2 kids. I'm running around. I'm selling houses. We got content we're creating. So life just kind of gets in the way. Also, it just doesn't always work because of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi sucks in this city sometimes when you're down in the,
especially like right on the strip.
Right on the strip, it can be hard.
Problems. We're in Summerlin right now. We've had problems here too.
Even just sitting here, we've been kicked off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
so,
but
and we use Signal to do it, but Wi-Fi is preferred for YouTube to do it the right way. So just to give you an inside look on the back end of this boring thing that we do sometimes. That's the issues we run into. But 4th of July, keep an eye out. And I've got some other special stuff that I'm going to be doing maybe later in July that I don't want to
keep it in secret.
Maybe some little food challenges. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh,
okay,
yes.
Thank you for asking.
Some new restaurants.
Yeah, Okay, Aaron Lima says, other than the Ogden, are there any other high-rise condos near Fremont Street? Yes, actually, there's a couple. One of them is called the Jewel. It's not high-rise, it's mid-rise. The Jewel goes up to 9 floors. I've sold a couple of cute little condos in there. It's a really unique little community with lots of amenities. There's the Newport. Is that what it's called? The Newport? Yes. Newport's right next door to the Jewel. Beautiful high-rise. No, it's been around for a little while. Beautiful high-rise, gorgeous. And then there's one called Soho Lofts that's got just lofts. Like they don't have, most of them don't have walls, essentially. Those are resale opportunities in there. And then if you move down the strip a little bit further, that's not far down the strip, like still within a 1 or 2 minute drive from downtown, there's one right by the Resorts World. And I can't think of the name of it right now. This starts with an S. I can't think of the name of it. But
I just was talking about it the other day and I can't think of
it either. So yes, and actually we've got some really great opportunities from a lending perspective. I know that high rises and condos and Condo-tels and all that stuff.
There's all kinds of programs for those now.
So yeah, if you're thinking about buying a condo or a condo-tel or looking at any of that, please let us know. Please let us know soon, because these awesome opportunities are just. Oh, hello. My phone is being very strange.
Should I yell at you right now?
She's yelling at me. What are you talking to me? So good question. Really good question. Okay. Let's see. Other than the Ogden, Oscar Love says, what about the fire this weekend? Some didn't have insurance. Yeah, I don't know too much.
Where was that at?
Fire was on Charleston and Eastern, or Charleston and Eastern, Maryland and Charleston. It was kind of down towards downtown. Very sad fire, the biggest fire in Las Vegas history in like 30 years or something crazy.
I don't watch the news.
Yeah, it was very, very sad. And it was like I don't even know, but it was a 3-alarm, 4-alarm fire. I don't know a ton of the details, but I do know that, some of those buildings were not insured. I did hear that, and that they've got some big issues on their hands now. So don't worry. Those were not high rises. Those were not the places that we would be selling you. I think those were like a lot of apartment buildings and things like that, which
they would have to be rental places. If
absolutely.
They were
yeah, they were rental
the bank
spots.
Wouldn't allow that to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, really sad. I wish I could share more information. I just don't know enough to share. I do know that the city at large is really trying to pull together for the people who were affected by that in the community and trying to do some good for them. So if you are thinking about moving to Vegas, just know that we're a really great community that comes together when we need each other. And that's what they're doing right now for those people down there.
It really is. Vegas people are unlike anywhere else. Everybody just kind of pulls together. Yeah. You kind of stay to yourself when you're doing your own life. And when something happens, you're together.
Yeah, everything just sucks together. So Michael Kim says, are you two ladies worried at all about the future of Lake Mead? Are you worried about Lake Mead, Miss Water Baby?
I mean, I don't know if I can comprehend it, to be honest with you. And like, we've been in this drought it was like 1999 when the water started to move down. Yeah. And I can't imagine that it would continue forever, right? I mean, like it was at its highest level in 98, and then started to move down. So I can't imagine that it would continue forever. And Vegas has done some amazing things to be able to, basically tap into the very last drop of it. Yeah. So I think that they're already working on some things that are gonna, like, it's a big city here, so it's not
They're
like
not going to let us go.
It's not like we could go without water,
Yeah.
and there's not like there's not water coming from other places. There's not water in other places of the country that couldn't be something worked out. So I haven't been that worried about it because like the government doesn't seem to be that worried about, like Vegas doesn't seem to be
I mean, they've
extremely worried about it.
30 years they've been putting together some like drought avoidance plans, you know, like storing water under the ground and, you know, having reclamation happen and all kinds of restrictions and things like that. So I'm not concerned about Lake Mead. I don't know enough about it to really go as deep as, you know, being an expert and saying by the year 2070, you know, this will happen. But I'm not concerned as a resident by any means. And I constantly tell people who are moving here, like, it'll be fine. Trust me. You know, they'll figure out the water situation. They've already got it figured out. It's just, that's not what we do for a living. So we're not experts, but really good question. The answer is no, absolutely not. We're not worried. JB, how's the job market for the IT industry? I'm hearing good things about the IT industry.
I am too, yeah.
Google's out here now. And there's quite the Switch building is here. They're doing a lot of really cool stuff. So I've heard a lot of really good things. And honestly, the IT industry is everywhere, right? Everybody needs IT, right? So if you're in IT, congratulations. You made a good job choice, good industry choice. I'm a big believer in the gaming manufacturers always need really good IT people and software people and code writers. So if you haven't thought about it, definitely look at the gaming designers and the gaming manufacturers coming from that industry.
I'm impressed that you know that. Oh yeah, because you do come from that.
I've had every goddamn job you know. Anyway, Miss.
That's why she's so good at everything.
Miss, I don't know how to say her name. Anomini. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, she's saying, what are the best places to get your nails done? I just went to a place recently that's pretty new called Nail Republic. It's in the southwest part of town. They're pretty awesome. My friend, what is her name? Lashed and Polished. There's another spot middle of town that does really cool nail art. We are overrun with enough places to get your nails. Every corner, if not three.
There's one downstairs in downtown
Summerlin.
Yeah, so there's stuff on every corner.
Yeah, you can go anywhere. Honestly, what I like to do is I'll try a couple.
Where do you get your nails done?
I went to Nail Republic. Okay. Yeah, recently went to Nail Republic. Okay. So yeah, highly recommend it. You know, find a few that you want to test out, rotate through them, and then stick with the one and be loyal to the one that you like. My girl moved, the one that I was with for so long, so I can't promote her any longer. So here I am finding my way back to the rotation.
Oh, yeah. They still back in the small business, though. That's where she loves small businesses.
JS says, perfect. Thanks for answering my questions. Let's see what else we got. Guys, any questions you have, drop them in the comments box. We'd love to answer your questions about real estate or not about real estate, anything at all. I do also want to pause for a moment and promote once again. We have July 16th at 11 a.m. We're so excited. We're doing a live in-person relocation event that we're going to educate you all about, you know, the things that you need to know about moving to Vegas and how you could possibly buy a house when you get here. Amber and I are hosting that together at an undisclosed location here in Las Vegas, and you have to click the link in the bio or in the comments box to register. So do not delay. We will fill up. Please, please, please click the link to register. This is going to be a captive event.
Vegas and to meet us too.
Come into town for the weekend, guys. Come on. It's on a Saturday for a reason. We're giving up our Saturday for you. Let's do this. Which Vegas area is good for Airbnb? Wakas Ali says, which Vegas area is good for Airbnb? So as of Tuesday, the new Airbnb
what are the new rules on that? I haven't started reading them yet.
A lot.
Are they're out?
The rules came out, or they had a meeting on Tuesday of this week. I'm still kind of sifting through and trying to understand the rules that are going to work for the unincorporated areas of Las Vegas, which is really close to the Strip, right?
Anything, and like the east side of town.
Correct.
Right?
Any side, yeah. Anything outside of that's going to be Las Vegas, Henderson, or North Las Vegas. So at this point, as of July 1st, I believe, all of the city is going to allow Airbnb. Woohoo! Right, that's awesome. The hard part is understanding the rules, regulations, and costs going into it. So I know something that came out of the meeting on Tuesday was that there are some pretty significant costs associated with the unincorporated area of Las Vegas. And keep in mind, guys, this is a direct area that competes with the Strip, the hotels on the Strip, right? If it's close to the Strip, it's a competition, you know, they're in competition status. So I knew there would be costs. It seems like there are more costs than I actually anticipated. So we're going to be doing a whole update video on it probably in the next week and a half. I just want to make sure I understand the rules.
It's going to take you time to go through all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Several pages.
And I'm sure there's going to be 800 other people doing videos too. So find the one that speaks to you. It may be me, maybe not. It doesn't matter. But I definitely want to make sure that we're giving you the information here on this channel. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. A great area, in my opinion, for Airbnb is going to be close to something that people come here to do that's not on the strip, right? So let's say that you have a house in like Old Henderson.
Okay.
Great area for Airbnb. If you're going to market that Airbnb to people who like to go boating, go to the lake, go do stuff with the water, right?
Yeah.
Lake Havasu or Hoover Dam, all the off the strip stuff over there. And then let's say you have a house in Summerlin that's not in an HOA that allows you to have an Airbnb. You could then market that to the Mount Charleston vibe people who like to go hiking or the people who like to hike up in Red Rock. So I'm a big believer, just from a marketing perspective, this is how my brain works. How can I market this home to be different than others? Just slapping a house out there on Airbnb and putting a rate for a night is great. But if you can find a way to specifically package it and market it to a specific type of buyer, you're going to have more success, in my opinion.
Smart. Plus, there's so many different things to do in Las Vegas
Oh my
that are
God.
off the strip.
It's really awesome. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Same thing. So
look outside the box.
Look outside the box. That's my guess for you there. All right. Robin says thank you. Oh, hey, John Smith is just to stop by to say hi. Hope you're doing well. We hope you are too. Let's see. Oscar says yes, Wi-Fi sucks. Let's see here. Okay, scooching down. Our Condo-tels a financially smart STR alternative to SFR and traditional condos in Vegas. Any major drawbacks? Condo-tels. What are your thoughts?
Well, so are they smart compared to a
single family
residence? It depends. Like if you're going to be, so I mean, obviously you're going to be renting either one, the condo-tel or the single family residence.
Do you want to use this residence at any given time throughout the year is a good question, right?
Yeah, if you want to use it, then probably a single family would be the better option, right? So I guess it depends on your actual needs on it. But like what would get more? Probably I don't know, actually. I mean, the condo-tels do really good because they're right on the strip.
I think it's important. I actually was going to say, if you're going to use it or you want the opportunity to utilize this space when you do come to town, a condo-tel would actually be a great idea because you can block off the week that you're going to be here, use your space for free. Obviously, that saves you hotel money. And then when you're not here, then somebody can obviously rent it out. The only issue with condo-tels that I think people don't really think through is the cost associated with managing a churn and burn kind of hotel night, if you will, stay from afar. So sometimes if you partner with the like Palms, for instance, Palms Place is an amazing little condo-tel opportunity. You can pay the Palms 50% of whatever revenue you might make back. And so you're giving up 50% of your revenue, but they know how to operate a hotel. They know how to get it clean, they know how to get it churned and turned and ready for the next one. They have a system. If you don't want to deal with that or don't want to give up, half of your income from it, you're going to have to come up with your own system and trust people here to actually follow through and do it, the cleaner, the this, the that, to get it ready to go for the next person who can rent it. So that's the only headache, in my opinion, and also can eat away at your profit on either side of it, right? Your cleaning fees and things like that. If you were to get a single family rental, you have options there too. You can, again, if you're allowed to do Airbnb in that area, which you should be, and you're okay to comply with all the rules and regs and pay all the fines and dues and whatever, then you have the opportunity to kind of decide each and every year what you want to do as it's time to renew your lease with your tenants. Long-term leasing is a really good opportunity. And you can always, having someone in the house is cheaper and better for you financially than having someone out of the house trying to constantly find your next tenant. So long-term is great. And then if you even wanted to do long-term for a little while and then somebody moves out and then you give short-term an opportunity, you have a little bit more flexibility to test and try what might work for you in a single family. So I hope that explains.
Way to think that through.
Yeah. Sorry, those are the things that's what I would say if we had a phone call together about what the hell we're talking about.
About which one would be better.
Yeah. So it's really going to depend on what your patience level, your wallet, and what you're really trying to get a return on it. Like
I wonder if Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
But I wonder if at the beginning, since they're just barely opening it up for the rest of Las Vegas, off the strip, if at the beginning it would be more advantageous to do it.
It might be
in a single family.
It might be. I think there's like an approval
timeline.
Yeah. Well, there might be. I think there's like 1,000 people in line waiting for the thing.
There's going to be some competition.
It's going to be very interesting, but that is a good point to look at it. Yeah, it might be interesting for the first 6 months to a year to see while they work out the kinks, like if you could get in there and make it work. Good question.
Yeah, way to make us think.
Daniel says, aloha, finally made the move to Las Vegas. Welcome, Daniel. Welcome. Okay, what are the best internet providers for high-speed internet if you work from home? What cell phone providers do they have and the best reception? Good Lord. All right, we're getting in it now.
Yes, we are.
We have Cox Wi-Fi.
I mean, and Cox is the most popular one. That's what
they have the Gigablast speed.
So, yeah.
CenturyLink is the other one that's pretty popular, and they are not available in every area. They're pretty good competitively, but I think Cox beats them in a big way. I'm waiting for Google what is it, Google Fiber to show up. As soon as Google Fiber shows up, I'm out. Bye, Cox.
Throw them all down.
Get out of my way. Yeah.
Cox seems to be the most popular.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's the best.
No,
but
I don't either, but that's
yeah.
what we've got. I think AT&T U-verse is available in some areas of town as well. Who do you use for your phone provider?
I have T-Mobile.
Me too. I have T-Mobile. I've been with all of them though. AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, all
And
of them.
it seems like different areas of town. Like
Yeah.
it seems like Verizon does better on some areas,
Yep.
but I mean, I had Sprint, but then it was taken over by T-Mobile.
Yeah.
So.
And I had Verizon and was fine with Verizon, loved Verizon actually, but my office for a while was literally in the one pocket of the city that my phone wouldn't work in my office. So I couldn't do work.
Oh
in the
yeah,
office,
that's hard when your office doesn't work where your phone is. Yeah.
which is why I had to move. So great questions. I love this. What do you think about the Pahrump area to live, says Mark?
Oh, thanks, Mark. I mean, Pahrump is what, 45 minutes from Vegas? So a lot of people are moving that direction. In fact, a lot of the builders are building out there right now too.
It's getting built out a lot
But
of
it was so
infrastructure.
small.
Yeah. I like Pahrump. It just depends on why you're moving here, right? Like what, if you know as well as I do that not everybody who we talk to wants to move here because they love the strip and want to be around it. They're moving here for a lot of the benefits you mentioned earlier, which is low property tax, no state income tax, they, all the and the weather, entertainment, whatever, right? So there's a lot of reasoning. If you're not here to like tap into the strip as often as possible, Pahrump's a great option. It's a great option. And I used to joke and say there was like one sign that was a stop sign and one Walmart
I bet
out
they
there.
have more.
But it's a lot more now. Yeah. So I like Pahrump as an option. We do serve the Pahrump area, so please let us know how we can help you on that idea that you might be running through your head. Sounds
and
awesome.
they do have some good rural programs out there too, if that's
They
the
really
area
do.
that you're looking at.
Yeah, like free money programs and stuff. To help with
like
that, right?
the USDA program. It's 100% financing, and that's available in Pahrump because it's more of a rural area.
That's awesome. See, free money, then that changes everything. Pahrump is amazing because you're going to get free money. Boom, done. All right, let's see. She says, I can't say your name. Can you spell out your name for me so I know how to say it? Oh, call her Kay. Okay, Miss Kay says, you ladies are awesome, by the way. Love your energy. Been watching your videos for years. I spoke with Amber earlier this year, and I'm in touch with Robin. Yay! Robin's on our team. She's amazing. Aaron says, hi, ladies. Are there smaller builders in town besides the big companies building out neighborhoods, building houses? Have a nice day. Aaron, good question.
That is a great question.
There are some smaller builders, but it depends. So I know that we get this question a lot. I don't know if you're still getting this question, but do people still ask you if they can finance a loan through you to build their own home?
Yeah, I get asked that sometimes. The problem with that is so like the small builders that you're talking about, you would be buying it from them, but you'd have to then take out a construction loan if you're going to buy land and then build the house on top of that land.
So a lot of people get confused thinking like, I want to build my own home means that they want to do that, get a loan, buy the land, and then hire somebody to build it. We don't really do that here. We do it a little bit, but it's really very difficult to do that. We do have a lot of big box builders, KB Homes, Toll Brothers.
A lot of the national builders.
Right?
But there is smaller builders.
Lennar. Yeah, and then we've got like Touchstone as a builder that I know we work with. Sometimes Harmony Homes, Century Homes is a little bit bigger.
Like Signature Homes. Yeah.
So there are some smaller ones. And then we have also custom home builders that are really awesome that we're tied in. Our team and Amber, we're all tied into a lot of these builders here in and around town. So we've got kind of the lay of the land that we can walk you through when it comes to new homes. So if you're thinking about new homes, whatever, for the love of God, whatever you do not go to the builder without us, okay? Especially on that first visit. If we aren't with you, we cannot serve you. But it is really important, I think, in my opinion, to have a realtor next to you, looking through the contracts, following up the builder, making sure that you're being taken care of, because everybody that works for the builder works for the builder.
Yeah, right? Then you have representation on your side.
So let us talk to you a little bit more one-on-one about the builders. But yes, to answer your question, we do have some smaller builders, but smaller builders don't mean 1 and 2 and 3 houses. Smaller builders mean maybe 300 houses versus 30,000, right?
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah. Oh, good question. That's a good way to point out what smaller builder means in Vegas.
Kay, thank you, Kay. Appreciate the clarity on your name. Brittany says, have you guys road trip to St. George, Utah? Well, hell yes, we have, Brittany. Yes,
I road trip that all the time, actually.
Girl drives it all the time. I love St. George. St. George is a 2.5 hour drive.
2 hour drive.
2 hour drive. She knows it like the back of her hand.
Yeah, depending on where you are in town, but yeah.
I go up
St. George is beautiful.
I love St. George because it's a cute little town. It's got all the historical sites and stuff. But I mainly go to St. George because there's a place called Tuacahn, the Center for Arts, where they do Broadway show, off-Broadway show.
Those beautiful it's so fun to go to those.
Oh, and it's up in the Red Rock Mountain, and it is just, if you like theater or music or any kind of entertainment in that realm, concerts even. They do them. Oh my
There's
God.
nothing that compares
like
to
it.
Tuacahn. Yeah.
It's incredible. So,
But
yeah.
it's only 2 hours away from Vegas. So,
2-hour
I mean, it's a
drive.
pretty easy like day trip
Yeah.
if you wanted to have a day trip.
And when my kids were little, we used to take them to stay at the Abbey Inn, which is a cute little
Oh,
like
did
hotel.
you?
And they had like the free breakfast, and they had
And
like
that's
the
right
pool.
in St. George, right?
Yeah. And they have the spaghetti place there, and they have the guy there. Yes, we love St. George. And also, even on the way to St. George, there's Hurricane. Is that right? Hurricane?
Well, you
Sandy
got
Valley.
You got
right?
Yeah, there's Hurricane right there, and you got Zion National Park.
Zion. Yeah.
Not very far from there. So, and then Bryce, it's not very far.
We
a lot
love
of people
Utah.
will leave from Las Vegas and go up to ski, like snowboard skiing in the wintertime.
And then Zion go hiking.
Head.
Yeah, hiking in Zion too. Yeah. So Spring Valley, Springdale.
Oh yeah, Springdale.
Yeah. I love it. Love. And actually, I've got some videos coming up. I'm loving that all these people are like teasing the upcoming videos. I actually have a video.
Do you have a St. George video?
Well, I filmed a video yesterday kayaking with a small business. So I'm going to show you day trips from Las Vegas. But one of my day trip videos coming up is a St. George video, my friends, to show you all those cute little things. So stay tuned for that. It's probably not going to be ready until July, but stay tuned because it's a really exciting one. And we had a good time. So let's move on.
Nice. And all those places so close to Vegas too.
I know. I love that. Good question. Hope you guys... hope you can stream it, ? Stream what? Oh, our event. We probably won't be streaming our event. Our events, we really want to be able to pay attention to you guys in person. It doesn't mean we won't film them and maybe do some recap stuff, but from an event perspective, the whole point of us doing them in person so that you have our attention. So keep that in mind. Again, just gonna use this as an opportunity. Gonna tease our July 16th event that's coming up, relocation, awesome educational event. We're gonna have a lot of fun in person here in Vegas. So plan a quick trip to come and see us next month, and we'll have a good time. I'm stoked. Sarah says, sorry if you've already answered. Any news on Mirage updates from locals? We have reservation in September and are worried that there's going to be construction. Not sure if we should rebook. Sarah, that's a really good question. Have you been by the Mirage since they announced the sale?
I've been by there, but I haven't noticed any construction on there. Have you noticed anything?
I have not. I was just there like literally a week ago, and I kind of went as a goodbye to the Mirage. I had like a moment.
I know it's sad because when it was built, it was like the first. Yeah. It was, I mean, you remember everybody local in town. I mean, it was our spot. Well, it was like the first big thing that was built in Las Vegas.
Our first major resort.
Yeah, like everything was older around it, and it was the newer thing. So it's actually kind of sad.
It's been rough for us locals who grew up here seeing it. So I did a little farewell tour at the Mirage while I was there last week with some friends. I had a great time. The employees don't even know what's going to happen. So it's I don't like the way it's being done.
Around
yeah, because I want to know what's happening. I don't really like the way it's being done. Coming from the casino industry myself, I know that it's very difficult from a PR perspective to manage morale if everybody knows there's an end date on their job. So I can understand why they definitely aren't being just super open about it. But no updates other than the fact that it's coming. We don't know when. I've heard rumors as to they're going to close down for 2 years while they rebuild it and reopen. I can't imagine that's a smart way to go about doing business, but and I can't imagine that dark spot on the strip would be an okay thing for morale on the strip, right? Could you imagine that? A big old like dark hole on the strip? No, thank you. But I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be. But as soon as we know, I'm certain that Las Vegas Locally, Vital Vegas, and all those awesome news outlets are going to give us updates because I never have the scoop. I'm definitely not the one with the scoop. My friend Las Vegas all last week, we were searching for an apartment and a job for myself. We found an apartment and we were approved. I'm still looking for a job in Henderson. Congratulations. That's awesome. Love that you're doing the apartment route before you buy or before you decide to move forward in that realm. And good luck with your job hunt. That's really, really amazing news. I love that.
And when you're ready to buy a house, we're here for you.
Are there any Julia says, are there any 1-bedroom condos coming down at all? Are they coming down at all? Pricing's not really coming down per se. What are your thoughts on that as far as just across the board? Condos, I wouldn't get included for everything else.
Mean, the greediness, like if they were super high and then coming down to like the normal price.
But they're not, values are not coming down.
I'm not seeing appraisals come in over like somebody will list their house and I'm not seeing appraisals come in over that. I'm seeing them come in right at what they're at. So like I'm not seeing them coming down that way. If that's what you kind of mean.
I think, Julia, if you really want to kind of talk, we could do one-on-one discussion to kind of figure out what kind of condo you're looking for, and that would help us maybe answer your question a little bit better. Feel free to reach out to us. You guys, anybody watching this, feel free to contact us at any time. We have our information in all of the descriptions of my videos. You can text, you can email, you can call us. We are here for you. We want to be here for you just to even answer the silliest questions because we really feel like it the only way you're going to really get that much closer to moving here.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Best thing we
for
can
sure.
do is to be here for you. So let us know. And then as far as like, you know, if you're thinking about moving to Vegas and you're really trying to understand if it's the right next move, we are doing an event on July 16th. Make sure you click the link in the description or the link in the
I love it how you're plugging
comment.
that.
I love plug the shit out of that
plug
thing. You ladies are providing great info. Thank you, Dawn. We appreciate you. Kim says, or KM says, hi, how much is the average rent for a 2-bedroom condo near the strip as an investment? We would have to actually look at the different condo areas, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing people pay, you know, it also depends on, does it have a strip view? Does it have amenities?
There's a lot of different variations.
A lot of factors, but 2-bedroom condos across the city, I think, are going for like 1,500 right now or 1,600. It's getting up there for a 2-bedroom, sometimes 1,800. I'm seeing people pay up to 3,200 for those types of things because it just depends on the amenities that are provided. So KM, if you want to, again, just contact us. We'd be happy to run all the different scenarios they're looking for to help you find which one will pencil for you. And then we can get you in touch with Amber about getting a loan for it. Great.
Let's do it.
Oh, thank you. RM says, thank you for the info. Very helpful. Thanks for addressing my condo-tel question. I would be an outside of the area investor who would like the option to use the place when I'm in town. I figured the condo-tel would have less regulations. Yeah, less regulations, but also, I mean, you know, if you own the place as a single family residential, you could do 6-month rentals, 3-month rentals. There's a lot of options for you there. Oscar says, yes, I've talked to Amber. I'm following her advice, but it feels like it's taking forever. What's your advice for someone who feels like it's taking forever to get there, to save on their game plan?
Let's talk again and see if we can come up with a game plan now. You know,
or a different plan even.
Yeah. Let's talk again. Sometimes it, you know, like it depends on what your situation is. If you're having some credit things, sometimes it does feel like it could take forever, but just remember, time heals everything too. So if we talked a little bit ago, the credit might look different right now. So
that's actually a really good point. That's something I think we should start talking about more often, about how if you've talked to us last year or 6 months ago, or even 2 months ago, honestly, sometimes the shifting around us is actually making things go in your favor or making it worse too. I mean, who knows? Most of the time though, it's shifting things in your favor and you don't even know it. So call us often. We like talking. We like friends.
And let's just see what it looks like right now.
Yeah.
See what everything and come up with a different plan if we need to.
Absolutely. We're going to be here all day on the 16th in July. In July, we'll make ourselves available that afternoon. If you guys want to have deeper conversations, we'll have our team members there to help us really, really dig into your situation. We want to make sure we're helping you inch your way along. Sometimes you can take a leap, sometimes it's a foot, but even if you're just taking inch steps forward, I think that it'll help you keep the hope alive, right?
Yes, for
love
sure.
That. I love Vegas AF.
And thanks for staying up.
Yes, thank you for letting us know. Save the volcano.
I know. We want to save the volcano.
Darren says Tuacahn is fantastic. Thank you, Darren.
I do love Tuacahn.
Video coming soon about Tuacahn. Thank you.
Did you go see a show there?
I haven't seen one recently, but I am planning to go see before the end of the summer. Mark says, thanks for answering my question about Pahrump. I won't need financing though. I want to go there and I can finish out my retirement with all the hustle and bustle, without all the hustle and bustle close to me. Mark, that's awesome. You may not need a loan, but we would love to help you buy the house. So let us know how we can help you so that we're, you know, still keeping this convo going. Congratulations on your soon coming retirement.
That's exciting. You have to tell us all about it.
I love that. Hey, Battleborn Steve. He says, hi, beautiful ladies. Hi, Steve. We love you. If you guys aren't following Steve's channel or Amber's channel, they're both included in my description of all my videos. Battleborn Steve is one of our amazing
Steve does an amazing job. I love his house tours.
He's awesome. He does better videos than me, in fact. So go watch his stuff. You can work with him. He's on our team. And then, of course, Amber has a channel as well where she's putting out lots of really great info, too. So make sure you subscribe and give them some love. I love that you're here, but we definitely want to show the love to my amazing friends and team.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for plugging us.
You know,
appreciate it.
Vegas AF says, rock on, hard rock. Denise is here again from Kite Hill and Laguna Niguel. Hi, Denise. I'm going to be down in Long Beach this weekend for a festival and then San Diego. So not quite Laguna, but I'm definitely planning on hitting Laguna before the end of the summer.
Oh, love it.
All right. Michael Bangsall says, repeat that. You want me to repeat it again? We're going to have an event on the 16th at 11 a.m. Michael.
I love it. That's the first thing that comes to
I knew that's what he was getting. He's poking fun at me, and that's okay. Liz says, I'm looking for off-strip comedy clubs. Liz, Pauly Shore opened a brand new comedy club called Wise Guys Comedy downtown on Main Street. So please consider checking that out.
Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore, babe.
Oh,
Pauly Shore.
I was wondering what happened with him.
Well, now you know what happened to him. He lives in Las Vegas.
Go see him.
Yes,
have you seen him yet?
I've seen him out and about eating dinner and drinks and all kinds of stuff. But I have not been to the comedy club yet. I love off-strip comedy. I love comedy in general. There's also an amazing company. I would highly recommend that you follow them. It's Pop-Up Comedy Club. Oh, I'm going to totally forget the name now. Hold on a minute. It's
Your brain is like, you like,
goes so fast. I know.
but you remember all
I
this
know.
stuff as you see it and stuff come up.
It's the best. So it's a secret comedy show. They'll do them around town, and it's a pop-up comedy show. So basically what they do, I promote them on my channel all the time. You can find them on my Instagram. They do these things where they'll announce a show. They won't tell you where it's going to be. It's bring your own booze or whatever you're going to drink. You show up the day of the event. They'll send you a text saying, here's where it is. And then you get to, sometimes it's in someone's living room.
That's awesome.
Sometimes it's at a coffee shop. Sometimes it's at a park. Sometimes it's really, really cool, intimate.
I bet it's the best too.
And they're fun.
Yes. When they make it like just kind of surprise like that, it just seems like
it's like secret pop-up comedy show. So I'm actually going to be doing some partnering with those guys to do some hosting of those events myself in the fall. So do me a favor, if you're interested in any of that info, just drop your info below or go and follow me on Instagram. It's all going to be over there. And I can't for the life of me think of the name of the Instagram right now, but trust me, you'll hear more about it when it's time to come. So yeah, we're excited. Great for off-strip comedy. Let's see here. Battleborn C says he's blushing. Okay, let's see.
You know what I love about Battleborn Steve is one time you were at my office and you were like, hey, today you're going to put on a wig.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, it's the best. I know.
And lipstick, and he's like, okay, what time?
Yeah. Steve is always down. He's just down. If I tell him I need him to dress up like a cheerleader and we're going to do
I thought it was hilarious. You didn't have to talk him into it. Here's what I need you to do.
I got 3 wigs at my house. I need you to do this. We're going to do this thing for Instagram. He's like, oh, I'll be there at 2 o'clock.
What time?
Again, I am going to plug it one more time because we're going to wrap up here pretty soon. Again, it's July 16th. Make a trip, make a plan, come and visit us. Lots of great deals happening middle of July because it's after the holiday, guys. And you can look at off-strip locations, and downtown has amazing deals. Come and see us. We're going to be doing a live in-person. Battleborn Steve's going to be there too, maybe in a wig. I don't know. We'll see.
We should put him in lipstick.
We should definitely put lipstick on him. He would do anything we asked him to.
Since he's willing.
It's just super fun. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Rio's technically off the strip. They do have a good comedy club. You're right. Absolutely. What are the best dog parks and how late do they stay open so you can avoid the heat for the pup? Good question, Kay.
I was looking for some of those. I don't know the best dog parks. Do you go to
your dogs? I do. Yeah, we've got quite a few dog parks around the city actually, and most of them are open 24/7. You don't have to have it. It doesn't have to be like a key entry or anything. They're just like locked with a latch. Sunset Park has a really nice one. I know Desert Breeze Park has a nice one. That's Spring Valley. That's Henderson. There's 900 of them in Summerlin, literally 900 of them. There's one downtown that's kind of cool. That's like, it's got a huge fire hydrant that's kind of fenced in. I think Tony Shea's team did that. Why do I know this information? It's just coming out of my mouth.
You must take your dogs all
I know, but this is how much I love Las Vegas. It's all stuck up here.
This is why you're Las Vegas gal.
So I'm Las Vegas gal. Good question. All right, we're going to take 2 more questions and then we're going to wrap it up for today. So let's see what else we got down here. With so many homes, Jen says, so many homes with HOAs, do HOAs care about what you do with your backyard? I know some get really picky about the front and how the house looks.
Some of them care.
You guys have HOA on your house?
One of my houses that I have for a rental property, we bought it and they wanted us to put in the backyard within a year. So like some of them do care about that. Like when you buy the house, you want to make sure you're reading the paperwork.
Yes.
To see, because honestly, that's what
when you buy the house, your realtor from our team will educate you on the rules and regulations. It'll also be in the paperwork, but
make sure you're using the Cerrone Group when you're buying a house, because then you have somebody reading that stuff for you.
Yes. No, the good point though. So that's if you're buying new, right? So having the new backyard not be dirt, that's definitely important. A lot of them, here's the deal. The older HOAs don't typically care much about your backyard unless you're building a structure that goes over the wall or that's going to impede someone's view. The newer neighborhoods do. The newer neighborhoods want you to at least submit your plans and let them sign off. I've seen very rarely for your backyard do they ever say, we don't like this bush and we don't like this, and you're not allowed to do that. But it's more about just educating them on what you're doing.
Yeah. They get picky about.
HOAs, if you're coming from like California or New York or something like that, those are super strict, really kind of tyrants of HOAs. I haven't really seen that in Las Vegas, thankfully. We've been really, really lucky so far. Great question. Here's a good one. Is it common to see scorpions in houses or apartments in Vegas? I was looking at a few apartment reviews and they said scorpion infestations were there.
Oh,
I've seen those same reviews. Now you've been in Vegas your whole life. How many scorpions have you seen in person?
I've only seen like 1 or 2 my whole entire life.
I've been here 34 years and I've seen 1 in my entire life and it was dead. Maybe 2. Sorry, 2 and it was dead.
Yeah, that's when I'll see them, is when they're dead.
Dead. So
I can't say there's a huge problem with scorpions.
Let's just look at the types of people that are going to be leaving reviews on an apartment website, right? Probably someone who was not happy about something, this, that, and the other, and they wanted to complain. I also would agree that we do have scorpions here. So it's important to note, yes, we do have them. Pest control is a really good thing to keep in mind and keep it as a part of the budget. And also just understanding the area of town that you live in. I've only had one client say that scorpions were an issue, and they were in a brand new area that had just been uprooted and built right next to the mountain. So of course, while the dust is settling, while the animals of that area are being kind of rerouted to new areas of the desert, of course you're going to see that. That's been my only experience.
I've actually only had one client that like had to pull out of a transaction because that particular house had a problem with it. But that's one client in 20 years and thousands of loans. Yeah. So those are, I hope that gives you a better perspective on the odds. Definitely something to ask, and maybe even do yourself a favor or have your realtor from the Cerrone Group call around and talk to some of the pest inspection companies around town, because they're going to be really honest with you about it. That's a good idea. Yeah, they're going to be very honest about scorpions and what areas of town and why they show up and how you can get rid of them. So that's just my advice. And there you go. Good idea.
All righty. Ladies, haven't forgotten about you. Certainly hope you haven't forgotten about me. We haven't. OMG1 Gerald, we love you. We love when you're here. And I don't see any other questions. So this is awesome. Do HOAs, this last one. Do HOAs care about how many pets you have? Just curious. I have no pets. Good question from the person with no pets. I love you, Gerald. That's awesome. Have you seen that? I've seen the newer ones do. Yeah, the newer ones, like especially condos. Oh, they surely do. Yeah,
they'll definitely limit you.
Types of dogs and animals too can become an issue with the newer communities if you're looking to rent, especially with renting. If you have animals and you're trying to rent right now, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
I know they're being almost discriminatory, right, on the poor pets.
Yeah, but I would say the newer communities ask that you submit dogs photos and things like that, but the older communities don't seem to care. Yeah. And I think, again, it's about letting them know, right? It's about, I have a dog. I now have another dog. I have a wolf. I have a, whatever, giraffe.
Talk your dog up.
Talk that dog up. Put the cutest bow on it possible, and make them look smaller than they should by taking that picture from far, far away. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you guys so much. Battleborn Steve's in here commenting. He's an amazing realtor. He's on the Cerrone Group. Amber's also incredible. They've both got incredible channels, as well as the one that you're watching right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. So please make sure you subscribe. I'm going to say it one last time because I really want to meet you guys in person, especially those of you who love to comment and who have already been thinking about moving to Vegas. If you're thinking about moving to Vegas now, 5 years from now, 25 years from now, come and see us.
The stars are aligning for you to be here and meet us, right?
Don't let the bullshit in the news and the interest rates and all that.
It's just fear mongering.
We promise you it doesn't always apply to Las Vegas. We want to make sure we help educate you on really what's happening here from people who are in it every single day. We would love to meet you July 16th. Make sure you click the link. We're going to be sending out more info, and we're going to do a little video about it in the next week to promote it so you guys can see what's what. But other than that, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Love having you here to answer all the questions.
It's always a nice day when Laci's in the office. We're going to do some chips and salsa.
Sunshine. We're going to go have lunch. We love you guys, and we really appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Talk to you soon.
Bye.